this lesson is on how to find the area of a triangle. You with me? So, in elementary school, you were taught to find the area of a triangle is... Anyone remember from way back? 1/2 something. Base times height. Beautiful. So, area of a triangle is half the base times the height. So, here's the question. What happens if I don't know the base and the height of the triangle? Can I still find its area? You ready? So, in this triangle, I want you to recognize that there's a right triangle inside of a regular triangle, if you like. Do you see that right triangle? Now, what is sine C of that right triangle? So, do you see angle C here? The definition of sine is opposite over what? Can you tell me what side is opposite of angle C? H, the height, correct? The height is opposite of angle C. And can you tell me the hypotenuse for that right triangle? So it's H over A. Do you know to get H by itself, what's the inverse of dividing? You would multiply. So the height is A times the sine of the angle C. Now let's go back here. Take out the H, and what would you put in its place? And you have the formula to find the area of a triangle if you know side, angle, side. So if you're given a side, angle, side triangle, that means you don't know its height. How would you find its area? This is the formula you would use. You go 1/2 times the two sides times the sine, which will be confusing because side, angle, side, we use law of cosines, right? The sine of the angle in between them. Ready to practice it? So look at number 1. What type of triangle is number 1? Side, angle, side. I want to find the area of it. Do you know its height? No, so you have to use a trig formula, and that is 1/2, order doesn't matter, times the two sides times the sine of the angle in between them. And why is it sine? It's up here. This is why it's sine. We came up with it, right? This is not the law of cosines, but how to find the area of a triangle using trigonometry. So how do I find the area? 1/2 times 16 times 11, and then the sine of 105. Go. Now, my calculator, I'm just going to go 0.5. So 0.5 times 16 times 11, the sine of 105, diamond enter. What is the area of that triangle? And it's 85.001. In this case, we have a unit, and we have to square it because it's area. Let's try number 2. Number 2, what type of triangle is it? Side, angle, side. How do I find its area? 1/2, order doesn't matter, 25 times 21, and then the sine of what angle? Use your calculator. So it's 0.5 times 25 times 21, and the sine of 24. So what's the area of that triangle? And again, the units would be inches and squared. Number 3, I want to find the area of that triangle. Is this triangle side, angle, side? No, it is angle, angle, side. So what type of triangle do I need to find its area? So I already know one side. What other side do I need to know to use the formula? What would give me side, angle, side? This one? Side, angle, side? If I did this side, I'd also have to find that angle, right? So what side do I need to find? Hey, what law do I use to find that missing side? And the answer is the law of sines. Do you know the angle and its opposite side? So it's sine 76 over 7. What angle is opposite of what I'm looking for? Well, I need to find it. So it's 180, take away 59, take away 76. So 180, take away 59, take away 76. That other angle is 45 degrees. So it's sine 45 over x. So we can't use the formula to find area until we have side, angle, side. So how do I solve this? Cross multiply and divide and find that missing side. And I get 5.101. Now I can find area. Area is 1/2 times 7 times 5.101 times the sine of the angle in between them. And there you go. And the area is, so that's what I typed in, 0.5 times 7 times 5.101, and the sine of 59. And you get 15.303. And that is in millimeters squared. Number 4. Again, I need side, angle, side. So in order to find the area of this triangle, I need to find this missing side so I can have side, angle, side. So start with what you know. Do I know an angle on its opposite side yet? So we have angle, side, angle. So let's do what we got. So sine, we can find this angle here, right? So 180, take away 126, take away 22. So that angle is 32 degrees. So now I can go sine 32 over 13, sine 22 over x, and then solve for the missing side. So that's 13 times sine 22 divided by sine 32. And it's 9.189 or 190 if you round it. Now what's the area of the triangle? 1/2 times 13 times 9.190 times the sine of the angle in between them, which is 126. And you get 48.327. And that's kilometers squared. Turn the page. Number 5, I want to find the area of this triangle. So I know sine 85 and 11. I want to find this angle up here, the angle that's in between the two sides. But I can't find it yet, so I got to find this angle first. So I'm going to label the triangle, and I'm going to find angle B first, because that's my only choice, because it's opposite of 5. So to find angle B, it's the inverse sine of 5 times sine 85 divided by 11. And I get 26.924. Now, when I subtract 180, the obtuse angle it could be is 153 point whatever, but I cross it out because when you add that to 85, it's too large of an angle. There's only one angle possible. But I still need to go 180, subtract 85, subtract 26.924 to find angle A. So 180, subtract 85, subtract 26.924. Now we have the angle we need. So what's the area of the triangle is 1/2 times 5 times 11 times the sine of 68.076. And you get 25.511 centimeters squared. Number 6. Number 6 we're going to skip and go back to because it's a side-side-side triangle, and some great Greek mathematician gets credited for a formula. How do you find the area of a triangle when you know all three sides? So here it is. Big square root. S take away A, S take away B, S take away C. That yawn was on the video. So S take away A, S take away B, S take away C, where S is when you add all three sides and divide by 2. We're going to practice that. That is called Heron's formula. So when you have a side triangle, how do you find its area? This is what you use. And you have to start with finding what's called the S of the formula. So let's go back to number 6, and we're going to find the area of it. So to find the S of the formula, you have to add all three sides and divide by 2. Sometimes it's easier to do in your head because you have to add first and then divide by 2. If you're not careful with your calculator, you won't do order of operations correctly and not get the answer. But I know and you know, what's 16 plus 14? 30 plus 6 is 36, and what's half of 36? Right? Or when you use your calculator, you add it up, press enter, and then divide by 2, enter, so that you do order of operations correctly. So you have to add all three numbers first, get an answer, then divide by 2. All right, the formula is really intuitive. Big square root. Start with 18, and then you use that 18. Order doesn't matter, and you just start subtracting. 18 take away 16, 18 take away 6, 18 take away 14. So you have that number, and you start with it, and then you just start subtracting each side one at a time. Now use your calculator. So square root, 18 times 18 take away 16, 18 take away 6, and 18 take away 14. And the area is 41.569 yards squared. Number 7. It's a side triangle. And you know it's going a little bit quick on the video, but that's for you that you can press pause and you have a reference, and I can get it done in 5 minutes. So side. Step 1. I got to add all three sides and then divide by 2. So again, if you're using your calculator, go 18 plus 21 plus 19, get an answer, and then divide by 2, and the answer is 29. If you have an odd number, it's okay. You'll just have 0.5 as part of the answer when you split up an odd number. So don't round when you have an odd number. Just use what you got. So the area is big square root, 29. And then 29 take away 18, 29 take away 19, 29 take away 21. Order does not matter. You just got to subtract one side at a time. So the square root of 29, 29 take away 18, 29 take away 19, 29 take away 21. Yeah, I feel it. And then the area is 159.750 if you round. And it's miles squared. Number 8. A triangular shaped piece of glass has sides 35, 27, and 14. What's the area to the nearest? So, if you know all three sides of a triangle, how do you find its area? This is called Heron's Law. Step 1, you add all three sides and divide by 2. Again, when you use your calculator, you go 35 plus 27 plus 14 press equals. Then divide by 2. Recognize it's going to be an odd number, and that's okay. No, it's not. Is it even? 35, 27, 14. Even. So it's 38 when you divide by 2. Then the area is 38, 38, and just go one at a time. 38 take away 35, 38 take away 27, 38 take away 14, and there you go, right? Those Greeks, right? Way back in the day. So, they didn't have a calculator to do this, right? So 38, 38 take away 35, 38 take away 27, 38 take away 14, and you get 173.482, and again, it's inches squared. That's called Heron's formula. So, Mr. G Math over and out. There's your lesson on area of a triangle, Trig formula and Heron's formula.